DIY projects can be a fun way to pass time, spend time with your family or your friends, and once they're finished, they can actually even be useful or simply rewarding. While most DIY projects consist of glue and cardboard, some people like to take things to the next level. From a homemade electric supercar to one of the world's fastest tree planets to Magneto shoes that allow you to walk on walls. Here are 10 insane DIY projects that'll blow your mind. Number 10. Electric Supercar. Tesla is currently the world's most valuable automaker when it comes to market cap, despite the company not even selling any cars prior to 2008. So how did Elon Musk even achieve such a feat? Electric cars. At a time when the world was looking towards environmentally friendly and cheaper alternatives to fuel, Elon Musk showed us all exactly that, and his electric vehicles took the world by storm. But Tesla cars can get really expensive. Can we even think of making one right at home? Well, some of us can. This one family that runs the YouTube channel called Electric Supercar decided to build a full-size, beautifully designed supercar using components from all of their favorite cars. They even built and bent the frame of this car from scratch. Some other components had to be 3D printed, while some even rarer components had to be taken from other cars. But the end result is a fully electric supercar that can even give Teslas a challenge. Number 9. 38-foot yacht. Owning a yacht is probably one of the biggest signs of affluence of social status, but it's also one of the most fun and relaxing vehicles you can buy. Now what if you wanted a brand new yacht that cost the same as, say, a medium-sized car? Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what this one couple did. A DIY-loving couple, Henna and Vita, that runs a YouTube channel called Creative Galaxy, where they've also built their own house together, decided that as a nifty task, they would build a 38-foot yacht in their own backyard. Don't get us wrong, this isn't some sort of simple project. It took the couple over 5 years to complete it, but they did pretty much everything themselves. Overall, they claim to have spent around $30,000 on the project. Pricey, but peanuts compared to the actual price of an actual yacht. Number 8. Remote control homemade helicopter. Remember when you were a kid and you were fascinated by those remote control toy helicopters that your parents never let you buy? Many of us have been in that position, and 15 to 20 years ago, the technology to make remote controlled flying toys was pretty new, and it was expensive. However, today the technology has become so refined that you can probably build one at home using some basic household items and a small shopping trip on Amazon or eBay. That's what one YouTuber, Fang Engineered, did. He used a Coke can as the main body of this remote control helicopter, bought a few spare toy parts from Amazon such as a transmitter, a mini motor, a rotor head, and some other cosmetic items that you can probably find alternatives for inside your own house. And voila! He made his own remote control helicopter toy at home. This can be a great project to try out yourself as a family. Number 7. Furrow Tree Planter. Planting a tree is one of the most important things you can do for the planet, especially in times like these with climate change and melting ice caps. Planting just one tree can have a lifetime of benefits. This group of Polish workers decided they wanted to plant more than just one tree though, so they modified their excavator to be able to plant dozens of trees in a matter of minutes. The excavator runs backward in this case, and the shovel itself is replaced by 2 carriages, one carrying the worker and the other carrying trees that are to be planted. When it runs backward, it automatically splits the soil beneath it, giving the worker a chance to plant a tree in the area within a second. After they've been planted, another worker begins hardening the soil they've worked on. A DIY project to save the earth? Count us in. Number 6. Magneto shoes. Do you ever watch old X-Men movies or read old comics and wish you could walk upside down with Magneto powers? Well, your wish might just turn into a reality. YouTuber Colin Furs, who is already well known for some crazy DIY projects such as making a real-life Wolverine claws and an apocalyptic bunker, might have just made his craziest project yet: Magneto shoes. He stayed true to the origins of the superpower and used extremely powerful, industrial-grade magnets on the bottom of his shoes, allowing him to walk upside down on steel surfaces. While this project might sound crazy, it actually works, and Colin even managed to take a few steps with these shoes, with a lot of discomfort of course. While this isn't exactly a project you can try out in your own home, it's a cool DIY project nonetheless. Number 5. Tree Climber Gear. If you've had a coconut recently, odds are it was harvested thanks to the extremely dangerous tasks performed by laborers and farmers in developing countries such as India and Indonesia. Every day, thousands of workers risk their lives for meager pay as they climb extremely tall trees so they can get our coconuts, bananas, pineapples, and other fruits. Some villagers in India who were tired of seeing loved ones injured or killed all the time doing these tasks decided they would build a machine that would help them safely climb trees and get all the fruits they need from them. And they did it. This tree climber is extremely safe. It fully secures you, giving you back and bottom support, and makes tree climbing an almost effortless task for the villagers. What's even cooler is that they've turned this into a business, and are now selling this device to villages across India and the world for a little over $150. Number 4. Hydrostatic Twin-turbo motorcycle. There's nothing cooler you can own than a motorcycle, probably. But have you ever considered building an entire motorcycle at home? That's what a man named Sam Turner from Atlanta, Georgia did. Sam has been building custom motorcycles since he was 8 years old with the help of his father, and worked his way up from a 50cc Honda engine to a 110cc one. Kept going up from there and eventually reached this point. His newest homemade motorcycle uses an 840cc V-twin diesel engine with all-wheel drive. Overall, the motorcycle is about 11 feet in length, which is absolutely massive when compared to other motorcycles, and more similar to the length of a small car. In the end, he was left with this, which not only looks cool, but is cool. Number 3. Postman Pat Van. If you grew up in the UK, regardless of your age, you probably grew up watching Postman Pat as a kid. Simply hearing this name will probably get the Postman Pat jingle stuck in your head, and this iconic delivery van has turned into a sort of British national symbol. This one dad from Peterborough, whose child was a huge Postman Pat fan, decided he'd build his son a van based on the show for him. And it won't just be any child-sized toy car, it'll be fast and fun. What started out as a project for his kid ended up being a project for himself as he pimped the van out with custom exhaust and engines, making it probably the world's fastest Postman Pat van. We didn't even know that was a category for cars. Number 2. Homemade electric bike. Never underestimate the sheer power of a bored Russian man. While most motorcycles in Europe are gas-powered, this one Russian man decided to go a more environmentally friendly route and spend weeks or months building a fully electric motorcycle right in his garage. The motorcycle is powered by a strong lithium-ion 2 AH battery, giving it more RPM than pretty much any electric motorcycle you can actually buy right now. And when you take a closer look into the motorcycle, you'll see that unlike other homemade vehicle builds, this one actually incorporates a bunch of safety features into it. The man who built it claims it's stable enough to even carry passengers along with you and is completely keyless, something even expensive motorcycles aren't able to do. Number 1. Monster 4x4 Diesel Mountainboard. Mountainboarding as a sport has become really popular as of late, but for some people, the cheap mountain boards you can buy from Walmart just don't do it for them. That's why this one YouTube channel named Head Turner Customs decided to build the most powerful mountain board in the world. This is a diesel-powered 4x4 mountain board that will pretty much obliterate any competition it faces. Nicknamed the Monster, this thing is so powerful that it would probably require its own license if it were a consumer product. However, for the most part, this thing is relatively safe to ride, and the builders even gave it the option of a handlebar you can attach to it. So if you're having problems with stabilization, you can easily still ride it. Alright, comment below which of these DIY projects impressed you the most. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to TechJoint, and we'll see you in the next one.